What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Work Knife Balance. I'm absolutely thrilled to get into this box today. This one came in today from Urban EDC Supply. I am just beyond excited to get into that. But before we get too far into this, please feel free to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and then hit the little bell icon. That'll give you notifications, let you know when we post new content like this, that video that you're watching right here. We're going to continue to make stuff, so we'd love for you to see it. You can also head over to Instagram and follow us at WorkKnifeBalance939. It's a great way to communicate with us. Let us know what you want to see, what you don't want to see, what you like, what you don't like, and all that jazz. And if you send a nice knife in for us to review, we're going to go ahead and send you back some swag with some stickers and everything. We just got these smaller 2-inch stickers in that are kind of reflective with the cool colors on them and stuff like that as well. So sending a lot of that stuff out. But before we go too far into the boring stuff, let's dive into the knife. This is what we all want to see anyways. Our opening knife is going to be the WE-Knives Riff Raff today from Christensen Knives. This has been a pretty regular in my rotation since I got it, and so I really like what Matthew Christensen has been doing with this, and then just WE on the OEM for that is pretty cool. So let's dive in and get this stuff out of here. I just want to see the knife. Alright, let's pull some of that paperwork out of there. Make sure there's nothing crazy. Nope. Alright, cool. I am so excited to get into this. Okay. Urban EDC, thanks for supporting our community of makers and enthusiasts. Carry strong. That's kind of cool. This is my first knife from Urban EDC directly, so I am excited to get into this. I'm excited to support them finally with something. I've been looking at a couple different knives that they have, but I haven't really pulled the trigger, and then I saw this one and just kind of had to dive on it. So this knife is going to be, ooh, I really like those. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. I mean, it's a monkey. I'm pretty sure that's a monkey. That's something. I like it. All right, let's go ahead and get the knife itself. Some of you may know what this is already. Some of you may not. So I am excited to get this knife open for sure. Here we go. This is the Wehr Wolf-P, and I think the P stands for pack, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, hot diggity dog. Look at that. Whew. Got the Timascus clip on it. Timascus around the pivot collar. Oh, man. And a really nice Timascus backspacer. This thing is, I haven't even opened it yet, and I am just blown away with how clean and nice and good this thing looks. And look at how just absolutely eye-catching that, oh man, I'm literally at a loss for words because I'm sitting here looking at the colors on this. I'm colorblind, so when I see colors, they absolutely just like enthrall me. And this one is amazing. So looking at this right here, I did get the black blade, as you can see, with the bronze. Let's go ahead and, ooh, that is snappy for sure. Oh, wow. And this knife feels really good. This is dangerous. This is dangerous for sure. Oh my gosh. And that action is just, ooh, so drop shotty. I wonder if I can, yep, you got that reverse flick diamond right there. Oh my gosh. Comes right down to the nail. And then we can just snap that closed. Okay. Okay. We are dead center on the alignment right there. This knife, this bronze finish is so good. It is a titanium knife. It's a little bit smaller than I thought it was going to be, especially for how massive this case is to come with it. But it's a little bit smaller than I thought it was going to be, but it's not bad by any means. Feels really good. That detent in there is wicked. There's some hollowing out in the scales a little bit. Looks like we got some milling on the inside, some skeletonization for weight reduction, which is nice as well. It's always really nice. No flipper tab on that, so you kind of have like a flipper tab delete there, but you got the dual thumb studs, so you can reverse flick and thumb flick on that one as well. It took a second for me to like get that thumb stud that first time, but that is really snappy, nice and easy. That's exactly what you want to see and feel. I believe the OEM on this is Best Tech, and so this is actually going to be my first Best Tech knife as well. Best Tech OEM knife that I have in my collection. So this is something that is pretty special and really fantastic. Let's get some comparisons real quick. Measurements and then comparisons while we got this out here. Overall length, tip to tail, we are looking at about 7 inches, 6.8, 6.9 on the overall length. We're gonna do 3 inches for the blade length, 2.8 on the cutting edge there, I'd say as well. We're looking at, yeah, 7 inches overall, 3 inches on the blade. We'd probably say 2.8 on the cutting edge there. I really love that blade profile a lot too. It's got a drop point blade profile to it with a little bit of a recurve on this bottom half coming in. You can kind of see it come up and in, and then you get that big belly through there. Nice swedge at the top. Really good jimping. I don't know why they didn't extend the jimping all the way to the corner edge there, but really good jimping nonetheless. Really good ergos on it. You have some jimping on the scales right here too, which kind of gives you a good finger placement. There's no choke up choil on it or anything like that, but it feels really good in hand. We'll do our normal comparisons real quick. The Ontario Rat 1 up top, and we'll go ahead and do the Rat 2 down below. So it's going to be closer to that Rat 2 size, obviously in the compact size category, with only being a 7-inch knife and 3-inch blade. And then let's go ahead and pull out the Spydercos as well. We'll go ahead and put the Para 3 at the bottom, and we'll go ahead and do the Para 2 up above. And give you some good comparisons. And then it was kind of fitting that we had Christensen knives Riff Raff in here. A much thicker knife, but actually a pretty good comparison. They're both going to be a drop point with a swedge. They both have a nice titanium handle to them. They both have the flipper delete, just the thumb studs on both sides for the deployment to them. This is going to be a really good, you have a little bit more of the harpoon style with the thumb ramp here on this one as well, which you don't have on this one, but they're going to give you some really good size comparisons as well to them. So that's one that was kind of nice that we had as our opening to kind of do a secondary comparison as well here too. So on this Wolfpack knife, you do have M390 steel on the blade right there, so it says M390, which is nice. I haven't had a lot of M390 recently. I've had some LMAX, some Vanex come in, a lot of 14C28s, a lot of CPM. Let's see, we've got the 35, we've got 20, we have one 3V that came in, some 45 as well, 14C28. Yeah, there's not a lot of M390 coming in recently. I have a couple in for Miguron because he really likes M390, but other than that, haven't really seen too much of it. So I like M390 quite a bit personally. It's probably one of my favorite steels, so I like it quite a bit. But yeah, we've got the gorgeous Zircotite accents on this. I'm just really kind of looking at the color there, and I know all of them are going to be slightly different, but I feel like I got really lucky with that pattern there. And this on the collar too, those look beautiful. So I have this on Zircotite backspacer on one of my Devo as well, and I like it, but I wish you saw more of the striations. Like, I wish you saw more stuff like this rather than those small lines throughout there. You can see it and it still looks good. I just wish there was more detail to the color personally. And I think that's just the way that it is. Banging up the knife on the first day we get it. That's why we have a rubber mat down here. I think that is just the way that it kind of shows itself, because you see the same on the side of the pivot collar, or sorry, on the side of the clip. You can see the lines, small lines that you see right there as well. So I think it's just kind of dealing with the knife itself and what you see there. Titanium handles, we already talked about that. We've got the ball bearing pivot on it, so it's really smooth. Drop shutty, comes right down to the nail there, and then you can kind of close yourself in there. I'm gonna guess this is about 3.5 ounces. It seems fairly light. I don't have a scale with me, and I don't really have the specs right in front of me. But yeah, excited to get this in pocket tomorrow, see what it feels like, see how it operates and everything. These are still available from Urban EDC. I will go ahead and post the link down below. They're not cheap by any means. I think the base model starts at about $350, if I remember correctly, and those ones I think might be gone. And then they have the premium version with the zirconia accents, which are $595, $600. So you really got to make sure you love this knife before you pull the trigger on it. Otherwise, your wife's gonna get real upset with you, or your partner, your significant other. This is not something you want them to find out about. That is for sure, without knowing. Not speaking from personal experience, but just saying, it is definitely something you want to be careful of, because this is a beautiful knife that deserves respect, especially for the price point. So yeah. Not much left to say. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. We will probably post some shorts with this bad boy tomorrow. You'll see them, and then we'll go ahead and post the video a couple days past that as well. So y'all have a fantastic evening. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, TTFN.